New York pies to Paris baguettes, giant sushi to cheesy tea. These are some of the world's most unforgettable bites.
If you come to this location the week of Thanksgiving, it will blow your mind. I mean, thousands and thousands of pies. I don't think they sleep, they just bake.
Thanksgiving is our busiest time of the year, and we are making about 12 to 15,000 pies that week. To know that we are putting so many pies out of this one small place in Brooklyn, and then it's going to go into kitchens or dining room tables all over the city, it's really an amazing feeling. My name is Petra Paredes, and I am the owner of Petey's Pie Company. To me, a great pie has a really tender and flavorful crust, and the filling is really nice and balanced. So I don't want it to just be sweet. If it's a fruit pie, I want it to be sweet and a little tart, just like biting into a nice piece of fruit. As a kid, I didn't always know what my friends' parents did. They worked in offices. My parents had a pie bakery and they made pies. So it was very straightforward and simple, and wherever we went, we brought pies. So it's always been such a big deal to us. Even when we went to other restaurants, we would buy pies to try. Thanksgiving was always a really bustling and busy time. I have 3 siblings. We would stay home from school because my parents were simply too busy to take us to school. And we would work alongside our parents. We were wrapping pies, we were getting pies for orders, greeting customers and going back to retrieve their pies. And for us, it felt like a really fun and important thing to do. We were always super exhausted, so we would go to Thanksgiving dinner at my aunt and uncle's house. But for us, just sort of culling down into a few pie selections for Thanksgiving dinner is super tricky. So we would tend to bring usually around like 20 pies. We're heading over to the Borough Hall Green Market, which is where we're going to pick up some pumpkins. One thing that a lot of people don't know is that when they buy a can of pumpkin at the store, they are typically made with neck pumpkins, which sort of look like an elongated butternut squash. It's not the little round orange pumpkins typically that you identify as a pumpkin. They are essentially the same botanically with minor differences. For me, a butternut squash or a blend of butternuts and kabochas, those are the nicest produce to use to make a pumpkin pie. A lot of my recipes come from my dad's recipes as a starting point, and then I change them. But there are some pies that I encountered just sort of by chance. When we first started our bakery, my husband told me about the New York Public Library's menu project, where they upload old restaurant menus from New York City and beyond. One really interesting pie that I kept seeing on these menus was Nestle Road pie. It used to be a New York classic pie offering that sort of went extinct, and that made me want to make my own version of it. Pumpkin pie is the sort of quintessential Thanksgiving pie. I think it's because it's part of that mythology of our apocryphal first Thanksgiving. It's a perfect symbol of sharing because it is one dish that we cut up and we distribute among the table. And that sort of circle, the shape of a pie itself sort of represents wholeness. And I think there's a sort of cultural significance of it being a combination of squash or pumpkins that are native to the Americas being blended with European culinary traditions. I've read a lot about pumpkin pies. One of the original proto pumpkin pies may have been a pumpkin that has been hollowed out and with a sweet custard, just sugar, eggs, and cream baked inside of it. Way back in history, pie crust was often a baking vessel. I'm talking, the medieval ages, perhaps. It would be a sort of almost more like a pot that has been made out of flour and water. You could eat it if you had to, but you would more likely eat the contents out of it and then use it again. And these days, luckily, we don't have to resort to that. And we can make a nice, tender, buttery crust that we actually want to eat.
Woohoo! No, I haven't had a pumpkin pie before. I'm excited.
I've never had a pumpkin pie before, nor have I ever wanted to have a pumpkin pie. Just does not appeal to me.
I've been to a few Thanksgivings, but I normally ate so much at the beginning that there wasn't much room left at the end.
Yeah, I like pumpkin. Eat pumpkin probably mostly around Halloween. Sometimes it's in certain foods I eat. They have like a pumpkin that you put in. So I'm the guy to eat some pumpkin pie.
You know what I am? I haven't actually tried pumpkin pie before. This is new.
Halloween is about as close as I get to even seeing a pumpkin all year.
If I had to guess what's in a pumpkin pie, obviously the first thing would be pumpkin, but I'm not too sure what else would be in a pie. I'm assuming, we're looking at the base, obviously bread.
I think there's pumpkin in it.
My first guess is going to be some sort of pumpkin or gourd, squash, sugar, hoping butter.
I'm going to assume pumpkin, and then cinnamon.
Pumpkin pastry is all I can think of. If something's got that in there, I'll be happy.
Okay. How big a bite are we talking? Go for the end.
I might go crust end because I want like a 50-50. I want like some,
Oh, it's so moist and squishy. Oh God, that was easy. Ooh.
It's a good pie. It's a good pie. You ain't getting it back. I'm gonna eat it.
The pumpkin's not that strong. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Pastry's nice and firm. I like a cold tart. I'm gonna have another bite.
Yeah, it's giving cheesecake.
To test it again, let me see what's the taste in it.
That's incredibly tasty. It reminds me of carrot cake.
It tastes amazing. I don't even like pumpkin.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm feeling like a American bald-headed eagle right now. That's how much I'm loving this pie.
Genuinely very tasty. Petey's pies.
Google Smörgåstårta and tell me what you think it is. I mean, it's a cake, but it has shrimps and salmon and the base is bread, so it's a sandwich cake.
It's like Smörgåstårta. You can't really describe it in any other way.
I do love a food that defies expectations, and this one does seem to have it all.
It's a Swedish classic from the 1930s.
This is Johan.
Johan Sandelin Jarlsson, and I'm the owner and the head pastry chef here at Vetkatten.
He says that it's a very Swedish food.
If you're from out of Sweden, you think meatballs is so Swedish, but it's not. Smörgåstårta is very typical Swedish. You have it all over the country.
So for the record, what is it?
It's a cake, torta, and it's sandwich. So it's a sandwich cake.
But logistically, the base of this sandwich cake is a white bread that has a filling.
We have a special mixture called skagenröra here. It's just fresh shrimps, mayonnaise, and a pinch of horseradish.
The cake is then covered in a whipped cream cheese or mayonnaise and left to sit refrigerated overnight.
And then we decorate it with the salmons and shrimps. A lot of people love it. We make at least 10 a day. So I mean, it's big, big, big.
Surprisingly, here in New York City, I was unable to find it.
Yeah, hi. I was wondering if you guys had Smörgåstårta? You don't.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was wondering if you guys had Smörgåstårta? You don't. You don't. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna just have to make it on my own.
We usually have two different kinds. We have one with meat, and then we have with the seafood.
So I'm gonna go with the seafood one. There's a really big seafood section here at my grocery store.
It comes from Smörgåstårta, a full buffet filled with delicacies.
Mayo. And the bread. Got the bread.
My grandma always used to serve Smörgåstårta when I was a kid. It's part of our heritage here because it's the best of everything.
I think we're ready to make this cake. Sandwich. Make this sandwich cake. Okay, I've got what I need for part one. Jovan, chef, walk me through this.
If you don't want to cook, it's a perfect dish. First we cut the bread, then we spread the filling,
Mini shrimp salads.
then we put another layer of bread,
This is not a typical activity for me to do on my living room floor.
another filling, and then the bread.
It looks like buttercream, truly.
Then we cover it in fresh cheese or mayonnaise.
Part one, done. Off to the fridge. Day two.
Day after you decorate it with all the fresh fish and salmon and shrimps and everything, and then you eat it the same day. So it gets quite creamy and quite, to say, gooey. There's a lot of flavors, but it's not a lot of texture.
All right, let's see what this is about. Oh, I think Jovan did this a bit of an injustice. I think the word gooey is not right. I do feel that it's very soft, but like, if you like cream cheese and if you like smoked fish, make yourself a smörgåstårta. It's good. I wonder if you used maybe a heartier bread. Actually, who cares? This is good. My final verdict on this, is it a sandwich or a cake? Jovan's right. It's just a sandwich cake. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments if there are any other foods you'd like to learn about and have me explore. Until then, skål!
This is some big sushi. And if you're hungry enough to eat this, there's a man you should meet.
稲垣博文でございます。日本で一番大きなお寿司を作っております。
Oh, and he makes the smallest sushi too. Welcome to Anjo City in Japan, home to a small establishment with not so small dishes. Hiromu has been making sushi here for 44 years.
初めから寿司職人なんていう気持ちは全然ないね。僕の親父の友達が寿司屋やっとったからどうだって言っただけの話で、修行は13年でございます。開業は50年の12月です。
One day, a drunk customer challenged Hiromu to make the biggest sushi roll he could. So he whipped out the seaweed and delivered.
大きなお寿司は、開店当初から始めております。
Hiromu makes several infamous giant sushi dishes.
びっくり穴子、卵焼きとか、あとは太っ腹巻きですね。大きいやつが30個ぐらいと思います。
Big sushi means big money. Hiromu's generous roll costs $146 US.
大きさは太っ腹巻きの場合はだいたい5キロです。材料ですが20種類から25種類ぐらい入れます。だいたい海苔を17枚ぐらい上からシャリを入れまして、それからもうネタを色がよくこう並べましてで巻いていくんです。
And what about the surprise eel?
だいたい3匹から4匹ぐらいです。シャリが1キロです。普通は1キロの穴子を食べれません。3人分は。
But if 4 eels sounds like a bit much, Hiromu also has a plan for daintier eaters.
ミニ寿司はお客さんがやっぱり喜んでいただける小さく切ってありますから、小さいのはこんな小さいです。本当に数ミリです。
Hiromu serves his mini sushi in a matchbox.
遊び心、そういうのがあるかなと思います。 意気込みですね。お客さんに対して、ただ僕らの場合田舎もんですもんね、この辺は。だからガバーンと食べてお客さんも満足だ、これでかっこいいじゃなくて、そうじゃなくてガバーンっていく感じだと思いますね。
김치는 우리나라로 봤을 때, 크게 봤을 때는 우리나라의 자존심이고 저한테는 사랑이자 미래인데, 저는 김명성입니다. 제가 하고 있는 것은 김치를 비롯한 다양한 발효 음식을 하고 있습니다. 그러한 김치가 저한테서는 저희 아내한테 해주기 위해서 처음에 제가 발효 음식에 뛰어들었던 게 김치고, 제대로 담으려다 보니까 김치가 뭔가가 이게 정리가 안 돼 있던 부분을 이제 알게 됐죠. 그래서 이왕이면 좀 잘 담았다, 맛있다 이런 얘기를 듣고 싶잖아요. 그 김치가 저희 아이들이나 또 제 후대까지 가야 되기 때문에 저한테는 미래인 거죠. 맛있다라고 표현되는 김치는요, 굉장히 시원하면서 아삭거리면서 김치라는 부분이 무나 배추와 같은 이런 채소류를 절여서 양념류로 따지면 양파, 파, 마늘, 생강 이러한 같은 양념류에다가 젓갈류를 같이 함께 섞어서 항아리에다가 좋은 숙성으로 6개월 이상 숙성시켜서 만든 김치가 제가 만든 김치고, 제가 항상 누구한테든지 자랑할 수 있는 김치입니다. 김치를 맛있게 담는 분들 또 찾아다니면서 그분들의 경험을 여쭙고 그분들의 지혜를 좀 빌리고, 이렇게 해서 제가 지금의 저의 김치가 나오게 된 것입니다. 그러한 식탁의 전부가 긴 시간 동안 내려오면서 지금까지 혹은 앞으로 우리 후대까지 계속 가야 될 이 김치는 우리 한국 식문화의 자존심이라고 저는 생각을 합니다. 발전을 시키면 우리 과거와 현재가 연결된 이러한 것이 되지 않을까 생각합니다.
The US has the cheeseburger, Vietnam has the banh mi, Mexico has the torta, and India has the vada pav, a sandwich beloved by millions. So beloved, in fact, McDonald's tried to emulate it with their McAloo Tiki burger. However, unsuccessful. So, let me introduce you to the vada pav. This is the vada. The best way to describe it, it is deep fried mashed potato, it is spiced but not too spicy, and always served hot. And this is the pav. The pav is the bread. It should slightly deflate when you poke it. And there's the chutney. There is some debate around how much there should be, but one thing is for certain. It needs to be there. So, with that in mind, we are going to 3 places with 3 different takes on the sandwich, starting with the inventor's son.
My name is Narendra Ashok Vaidya and I sell Vada Pav at Dadar in Mumbai. My father had started this Vada Pav in 1966. The Vada Pav was already existing, but I think he was the first person to actually put it inside the pav and just give a punch to it. Okay, this is your Vada Pav. When the word Bombay comes, it is definitely linked to Vada Pav. Mumbai is Vada Pav. It's a favorite food of everybody. It's quite filling. 2 Vada Pavs is like as good as 1 dinner, and 1 is like your breakfast.
Next, we're gonna call this the popular one.
माझं नाव मनोहर विठोबा भोसले. माझं स्टॉलचं नाव स्वामी समर्थ वडापाव स्टॉल. माझ्या स्टॉलमध्ये 1982 मध्ये मी स्टॉल चालवतो. आता अजूनपर्यंत माझ्या टीव्हीवरती, पेपरवरती, न्यूजपेपर, इंग्लिश पेपरवरती अर्धा तासाने मी 15-20 किलो बटाटा उकडतात. त्याच्यामध्ये बटाटा मी गरम असतो आणि त्याच्यामध्ये सॉस असतो. त्याच्यामध्ये हिंगचे प्रकार असतात, मसाले प्रकार असतात. माझ्या प्रथम हिशोबाने नेहमी म्हणजे मसाल्यामध्ये तेलाच्या नंतर बेसननंतर जो ठेचा असतो तेलामध्ये फ्राय करून त्याला व्यवस्थित त्याला गोळी मारता आला पाहिजे.
And finally, this is the modern one.
This is Dheeraj Gupta. I run Jumbo King. We are the largest Vada Pav chain in Mumbai city. Jumbo King is known as the company which branded the Vada Pav. the Szechuan Jumbo King, Nachos Jumbo King, Paneer Jumbo King. There's a double-decker Jumbo King. It's different from the street guy because we are way more hygienic, and it's the innovation that people really love. It is a sin to tamper with the original dish, but we have committed that sin way too many times. So we now have 8 different types of Jumbo Kings. It's an awesome combination.
This whole story boils down to one thing. No matter which way you serve it or where you buy it, you should be eating it because it is amazing.
Baguettes in Paris are like fish in water, birds in the sky, tourists at Notre Dame. They just belong. And there is one man who makes the fluffiest, crispiest baguettes in all of Paris. He is a master of the most French food there is, and he happens to be the son of a Tunisian immigrant.
Il est très difficile de faire une tradition très bonne, excellente et puis parfaite bien sûr. Ça demande beaucoup de temps. Il faut être très sérieux, très attentif. Il faut qu'elle soit bombée, croustillante, bien cuite bien sûr. Ensuite à l'intérieur, il faut qu'on ait donc un alvéolage irrégulier, des petites et des grosses bulles. Et puis surtout un goût particulier et une mie qui est humide. C'est magique quand on a ce petit goût de froment, ce petit goût croustillant aussi. Chaque année, il y a un concours de la meilleure tradition de Paris. C'est un concours très difficile parce que c'est le concours qui a le plus de notoriété dans le monde de la boulangerie. Il y a le concours bien sûr du croissant, pain au chocolat, mais le plus important c'est la baguette. Parce que justement la baguette c'est ce qui représente le symbole français. J'ai gagné le concours de la meilleure tradition de Paris 2018. Donc maintenant le président mange le pain que je fais chaque jour. Pour moi c'est un plaisir et un honneur. Donc j'y vais tous les matins, personnellement, parce que pour moi c'est une fierté. Et maintenant le fait de le faire, c'est incroyable. Donc mon père est né en Tunisie. En Tunisie, on a l'amour du pain, parce qu'à chaque plat, on est obligé de manger avec du pain. Et puis dans les années 80, il est venu à Paris, il a appris à faire le pain. Depuis tout petit, vu que j'ai grandi donc dans la boulangerie, j'ai pu voir que mon père avait du mal à trouver au début donc, des apprentis, des jeunes qui étaient motivés, car c'est un métier fatigant. On se lève tôt, on finit tard. J'ai grandi à côté de lui, et puis petit à petit, il m'a transmis sa passion, et on a pu enfin gagner ce concours. En gagnant ce prix, surtout je le voulais pour mes parents, parce que mes parents, voilà, ça fait 30 ans qu'ils sont dans le métier. Et le prix, pour moi, c'est une reconnaissance envers eux, de ce qu'ils m'ont appris, de tout ce qu'ils ont enduré. Parce que voilà, c'est un métier fatigant, ils ont fait beaucoup de sacrifices. Et voilà, je suis très fier.
总共拿到茶，大概花了1个半小时到2个小时吧，好像。
Waiting over an hour for tea sounds ridiculous, shocking even. But this isn't your everyday tea. What they're waiting for is cheese tea.
其实芝士茶的话，它是一个打破传统的一个创新的饮品。年轻人这一代的话，不会说太过于喜欢就单纯的一杯茶，所以的话，我们就创作出芝士茶这款新式的茶饮。
Cheese tea is exactly what it sounds like. Tea topped with cheese.
奶酪的话，我们会选择就是不会说偏酸或者是偏咸的，就是味道比较淡一点的。其实打芝士比较浓稠，然后的话加在茶的上面，不会跟茶就是混在一起，上下2层的时候，第一口进去的话就是口感比较饱满滑香，然后的话就是茶味会回甘。我们一个单吧店的话，平均每天的话可以销售2500左右，2500杯左右的茶。 王八店的话，我们的产量的话可以达到4500杯左右。
And today, cheese tea is more than just a novelty. It's gone global. From Malaysia to Los Angeles, people are drinking it everywhere.
在工作中的话，就带给我很多快乐嘛，就是在这边做茶的话很开心。
This is pizza. Now, before you pizza purists destroy us in the comments, please open your mind and let me explain. This is Zanzibar pizza.
Many people, they only know Italian pizza. We call it Zanzibar pizza because of the materials, because other materials is only from Zanzibar. Like Italian pizza, but it's same but different.
Meet Mohammed. He is the best pizza maker in Zanzibar and is pretty well known around his hometown.
I'm famous because I make the best pizza, also because I have a good smile and so on.
Oh, I didn't know I was with a celebrity.
I'm a king of pizza, master chef, master pizza.
Anyway, Mohammed is a fixture at the Foradani Garden Night Market, making pizza both sweet and savory for over 10 years.
I make a different type of pizza, like 20 or more than 20.
Every morning, Mohammed goes to the local market for the very best and fresh ingredients in order to make his one-of-a-kind homemade Zanzibar pizza pies.
After that, I take my chop, vegetable like carrot, onion, green pepper, fresh tomato, and then I mix the center. And then I put the mayonnaise, cheese, and the egg. And then I take the beef with my spice masala. And then I mix together. And then I close for all sides. I take it, and then I put for the barbecue.
The dough for Zanzibar pizza is actually chapati, an unleavened bread which is also made by hand.
I take my flour and the water, I mix only flour and the water. After that, I've got the bowl, big and small. I make like a small chapati because it's like a supporter. It helps me to carry pizza to put for the barbecue.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Zanzibar pizza is the best in the world. I feel happy because the yummy, tam.
And that, my friends, is pizza. Zanzibar pizza.